Recording in progress.
All right, so this is a short meeting. We don't want to take a lot of time here because we all got things to do, but just going to get ready for the week. This is the fundy clock for this week. And as you can see, Wednesday is a big day because we got FOMC. All right. So that, especially after all the things that are happening, that might be a big change. So be aware of that. You also got, you're over there in across the pond. You got the same thing happening on Thursday with Bank of England. All right. So no more the fundies in the New York session, but as you can do, make note of all the times when you should be flat. Okay. Hi, Laura. All right, there we go. I do this every Sunday. You might want to think about doing one yourself. You just go copy and paste it off of Forex Live or Forex Factory, wherever you want, and then mark them like I do so you're aware of when that happens, okay? All right, that's the first thing we do. The second thing we do is we take a look at the alerts that I've already sent out so that we might need to change one or we may need to do nothing, all right? So first thing I do, let me make sure this stays up. Hold on just a second. Okay. First thing I do is I tell you what I think the dollar is doing. So I got the US dollar index up, and there you can see we get the first push up here. And you actually get rid of this and go the other way. I just want to get rid of this one. All right. So watch for it to go the other way. And actually, we got a breakout right now. So above this fib where you want to watch it right up in there, might be a false breakout and come back down. All right, we are above the zero line break with the MACD, therefore we are officially a buyer. We will be absolutely a buyer on dollar above that fib right there. All right, so with dollar up, that means that the first one I sent down was the pound dollar because pound dollar goes opposite of the dollar and it's already underway. Hopefully you traders are in it. It was a sell at 32.90, which is right there. So you're up about 30 pips already. Target is actually down here at 1.3200, which is just below the ATR and just above that 1.618. All right. So there's the trade right there. Anybody got any questions on that one right there? Any questions? Pretty good. Okay. All right. And next one I got was the Aussie yen. And Aussie yen, we're underway here already, so everything's moving. Remember, they move fast on FOMC because they don't have a lot of time. Everybody's got to be flat by Wednesday. All right, so Monday and Tuesday is all they got. So they're trying to make their money now. All right, so Aussie yen was a sell at 92.88 right there. All right, target is this fib down here at 91.90. All right, there we go. You can see that 91.90 right there. All right. So there's the trade right there. Trade one is there. Watch for the hook. Go trade one, trade two. And for fast trackers, trade one, trade two, trade three. Okay, there you go. All right. Any questions on that one? Underway already. Watch for the pullback. All right. There you go. All right. And next one is the Swiss yen. A couple of yens tonight. All right. So we already know Aussie yen's going down. If we can break this fib right here, all right. The entry is at 174.48. We're at 174.63. So we need to be below this bottom right here. And there's the trade right there. Trade one, trade two, and I'd hold it all the way right there. All right, so that's Swiss yen. It's not quite here yet, but very close. All right, so there you go. If you like the trade, put your trade two in now. All right. All right, and finally is the pound Aussie. All right, that's going to the other side, to the upside. You see back here when we had the 5 o'clock right here, look at the whipsaws right there. All right, so you can see there's a battle going on. They got a lot of bears trying to take it to the downside, a lot of bulls trying to take it to the upside. All right, so it looks like that's been resolved now with this higher high here and higher lows all the way up. So it looks like the bulls won that battle. And we're looking to come up in here. And let me get the target on here. And the target is, where is the target? Way up there. Look at that target. All right. Got a big ATR, about 174 pips or something like that. But all the ATRs are coming down. So beware of that. Oh, I'm on a 10. No wonder. Yeah, you're right. There we go. All right, so here we go. Thanks, Bob. All right. So it's a buy at 205.72. We're at 205.79, but you need a pullback. You need to break, hook, and go. All right, so there's trade one, and then that's a big trade right there. All right, very nice. All right, fast trackers, trade one, trade two, trade three. And some of you, Kay, for instance, might get 8 or 9 in there. I don't know. We'll see, Kay. Anyway, Robin also. So there you go. All right, big opportunity in that pound Aussie if it goes. I don't know if it's going to go, but they're trying right now to make it work. All right. Anybody got any questions on that? Everybody good? Remember, we don't need to spend a lot of time. We will if you want to, but there's no reason to. It's just pretty cut and dried. All right. So next stop is the real estate of the week trade. Okay. So and the real estate of the week trade is very simply a swing trade. We have some criteria for it. We're looking for 500 pips by Friday. All right. So if it can't do 500 pips, then we're not interested in it. Now, in order to do 500 pips in the next 3 days or so, it's got to have well over 100 pip ATR so that you can do 500 pips. All right. So we pull up the IC like this. You go back to alerts, go to the home page. I got to restart it. Hold on. And get the ATR up. All right. So when you pull the ATR up, it does them alphabetically over here. Now we don't want that. What we want to do is we want to see the highest one. So you click it once and you get lowest to highest. Click it again, now you get highest to lowest. Okay, so we're only interested in these top ones up here. So you can see pound New Zealand has 180 pips, pound Aussie has 175, Euro New Zealand has a 170, Euro Aussie has a 165, dollar yen has 157, and pound yen has 154. That'll be plenty right there for us to go to, right? So those are the ones that can do 500 pips this week if the market allows it, and we have targets that match that. All right. So I'm going to start over here in the pound yen. All right. And pound yen is headed down. We go to a 240 chart. All right. 240. There we go. And we're looking for the bottom. All right. So although the bottom's way down here, I would tell you it's a square up right here. So we're going to use the square up there, 185.60 area. So all you do is pull the calculator up. This is not rocket science. We're currently at 191.02. All right. Our target is 185.60. 185.60, and that equals 542 pips. So we have 500 pips. All right. Now we go to the EJ. All right. EJ underway, pretty good, rocking and rolling as you can see. And man, okay, same thing here. We got a square up down here, and this is a little bigger area here. Let's see. Let me take it up a little higher. I want to see how it's. Yeah, it's a strong bottom down there. I'm going to raise it up a little bit to here, right there, right there. So I get those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 candles there. All right. So we're currently sitting at 162.45. 45. Subtract that bottom down here, 155.58. 155.58 equals 687 pips to that one. Obviously, that's going to probably be on the list tonight because it's bigger than the pound yen. All right, then we go down to the dollar yen. All right, and dollar yen following the dollar. Now tonight it's going to go up. So we should figure a breakout here, but as you can see, we don't have any room. We're going to hit the top of the box in a matter of 150 pips. So we don't have 500 pips there, so we walk away from that one. Next one is going to be the Euro Aussie. See, it doesn't take that long to do this, all right? And our main purpose here tonight is not so that you see, oh, I'm going to look for a weekly outlook or a real estate of the week trade every Monday. It's so that you recognize what you're looking at. And if you're looking at one on Tuesday, all by yourself, by your house, you can go, wow, that's a big trade. I think I'll trade that as a real estate of the week trade. All right. Because there's a specific way we trade it. All right. All right. So I'm going to arbitrarily make it this bottom down here where we got one. Stick it right on there. All right. So currently we're sitting at 7507, 7507, and we subtract 7047, 7047, and that equals only 460 pips, so that isn't going to work for us. All right. Then we got the pound Aussie over here. All right. Pound Aussie going up tonight. All right. So if it continues this move up here, we could get all the way up to here. Let me put that line on here. There's a day chart top there. There's a day chart bottom there. All right. So if we go all the way up to there, that's a big trade. Let me get rid of this to the downside and get rid of this. All right. Okay. So pull up the calculator. Top is at 1031. All right. Currently, we're at 0582, 0582. Let's see if it'll take it. Yeah, 449 pips. Not enough. All right. Euro New Zealand's next. All right. Remember, you gotta have criteria. You have to have criteria that says this is what I accept. All right. Don't check if your criteria is 500, don't accept 499. It's 500. All right. Up to a 60-minute chart here, and we're headed up tonight. And where is that top? Ooh. Let me go up even higher, 360. Can I find it? Okay, up here. All right, so we're going to drag that one up to there. Okay. All right, now let's take it back down to 240, and we're most likely break out. So I'll go ahead and take this stuff off because the dollar's going up. Now, that doesn't mean it's going up tonight, but it may go down tomorrow. Don't forget that. So it's just, will it go up? I don't know. We'll see. All right. So currently that top is pretty high up there. All right. So currently 99.76, 99.76, subtract 89.83, 89.83 equals 993 pips. Now, it most likely will not do that. Why? Because the maximum movement is typically 1,000 pips. And the reason for that is because of the Fibonacci sequence. All right. So, it's up to you to remember that Fibonacci sequence. All right. The bigger number, the biggest number for us in the forex, if it'll come up. No, it's not coming up. Hold on. Give me a second to pull it up. There we go. All right. See, the big number is 987. All right. So rarely do they go further than 987. They may go another 12 pips or something, but that's about it. All right. So this is too big. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to set it at this support right here. So we're going to do that support right there instead of all the way up there. All right. You can see you even run out of T30s there. All right. So that number is at 95.7. What's going on here? All of a sudden, my calculator is not coming up. What's going on? Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. Now I see it. Hold on. What is going on here? I got a corruption here. I got $1 yen that keeps loading and it stops everything. So every once in a while, I just have to restart it all. Okay, we're over to pound New Zealand. And pound New Zealand headed up. All right, nice little ball. This is a nice box, and let's see how far we got. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. All right, so the box top is at 3097, 3097, and we'll subtract where we are now, 2320, 2320, 777 pips. All right, so by default, it's the the EJ and the GN, and that Euro New Zealand, that's too big. Well, let me go back to that Euro New Zealand. Way too big. Let me go back to it. Yeah, thanks, Robert. So we're going to take this off and stuff to the downside because it's going up. Now it may only go up tonight and then go down tomorrow. So remember that, right? Get rid of this. All right. So you can see break up here. I'm going to use this top 95.17. 95.17, and we'll subtract where we are now, 89.83 equals 534 pips. All right, so we have better trades, 534 trades. Now, all of these can be traded as a real estate of the week. I'm just trying to find two. All right, so by default, it's the pound yen and the pound New Zealand. So we're going to start on this pound New Zealand here. All right, make sure that we got the correct fibs, and we need to bring this up a little higher here, and then stop. Do they know the line? 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 They do. Okay. So, all right. Now, once we get a channel going, which we can't do it yet, we're going to have to move up and then a pullback and then go again. We'll be able to put a channel on after that happens. Most likely it'll be something like this with a heart line running right in here. All right. But it isn't here yet. So it's got to come up, pull back down, set the bottom, and then go. All right. So that hasn't happened. So you got to wait for that to set the channel. But in the meantime, all right, you have this wide open space, you got this wide open space, you got this wide open space, you got this wide open space, and you got this wide open space. All right. So we put them on when, K? When do we put those on, K? Now. Why? Because if it goes, you'll catch it. K was waiting for me now. So you put them in right now. You say, well, I don't have, give me the numbers. That doesn't help you. Go find the numbers. I clicked here and here with the fibs. Go find the numbers. All right. That's your job, is to learn how to do it yourself. All right. Now, the whole key to this whole trade is this. Trade number one, which might occur here any minute now with a break hook and go. All right. Now, you'll trade this intraday. You'll trade each one of these intraday, but you'll put them in now. All right. The whole key is when you put trade one in, that's where the limit goes. And your job is to stay in no matter what it does. Well, can it do that? Look how they went down here like that. Gee, I guess they can do that. Could they go up here like that? Absolutely. That's why you got to put them in now. So trade one stays into there. Now, as you're trading it, you're going to trade it intraday. All right. So once you got your second and third position on, by the way, when you get three positions on, you cannot lose as long as your all your stops are at least break even. You cannot lose. Right. That's your whole goal. Let's get to three positions. What if I don't have margin enough to put those other four positions in? Then trade three all the way to the top. All right. Hold them and hold them and hold them. Right? There were times in the past where I would do these and suddenly I'd have a better real estate of the week trade than I was in. And so I would close my positions in that. Right? Now it's gonna have to move on. I'm on a 240, Bob. Okay, but if we go down to 60, and remember we're anticipating this, we're almost to a zero line break right now. Right? So we go to 240 to see the structure and see where the big positions are here. Now, after that, we're going to trade it intraday off of 60-minute chart. All right. So as you approach, let's say you got, trade one doesn't come off. You hold that, and all you want to do, the first time I would move my stop to from break even. As soon as I can get it to break even, I hold. The next time I move my stop is when I'm up in this area up in here. I won't move it in here at all. I'm at break even. Right? I got to give it room to breathe. If it decides to come up here and hit that, come down here and do this and do this and do this, I stay in. See? Now, what is going to happen is once you get this one, let's for instance use this one, and we approach this fib right here. Now, those of you who've done your fib work, you know that they're going to run them. Here's the fib. Here's the fib. What do they do? They ran it. Here's the fib. Here's the fib. What do they do? They run it. Now, they don't run it straight up. Usually, they pull back, pull back, pull back, and go. See? Well, those things right there, you got to live with over here. That's all you got to do. All right. Now, there's no guarantee it's going to go up. All right. None whatsoever. All right. So you get up here and you find a major support or resistance here that you're looking at, and you got an entry order right above it, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. What do? I take it off temporarily because I don't want to get wicked in, then do an ABC of 100 pips against me. I take it off, bank these two positions, the two extra positions, hold trade one at break even, and after I get the pullback, I put it back on. All right. So it's very simple. Find the levels and put them above the levels. The levels aren't going to change. All right. So there you go. Real estate of the week to the upside for this one. Pound New Zealand. Put it on here. Real estate of the week up. There we go. Remember it. There we go. All right, let's go take a look at the pound yen. All right, now pound yen is coming down. Although and remember, when you get down to the square up here, they may not be done. They may not go to the 4.236. What if they break the 4.236? And then they can get down here. But right now, we're arbitrarily shortening this because of the square up here, because that's a bounce point, and it acts as a magnet to suck all this movement to the downside. Right. All right, so I like those fibs right now. Once I get another big fib up here, I will redo these fibs to the downside. But right now they look pretty good. All right, so trade one is here. We're right there, trade one. Trade two is here to the fib. Trade three is here to the fib. Trade four is here to the fib. Trade five is to the square up. We put those in now, right? When will I move my stop on trade one? When I'm in this area down in here. Not until I get in there. I go to break even. That's all I want to do. Just sit there and break even. Yeah, but man, it could go against you 250 pips. That's correct. All right, but that I'm not trading this trade one as an intraday trade. I'm trading it as a swing trade. And its only purpose, trade one has only one purpose, and that purpose is to create profit to cover the risk of that one, that one, that one, and that one to there. And if it looks like it's going to break, I'll add another one in here. If it looks like it's going to break, I'll add another one down here. All right. So I've arbitrarily just shut this one down actually at the square up, but it could go all the way down here or even all the way down here. Right. Once again, when do I put these in? Now, 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 and now. All right. I hold trade one. As soon as I can get it to break even, I take it to break even. I will not change it again until I break below this fib right here and this area down in here. I will not move it. Hold this here, no matter what it does. Can it do that? Looks like they only had one pullback in that whole move right down there. Same move, as you can see. All right, one pullback in that whole thing. But that pullback was from here to here, which is about 400 pips. So there you go. All right. So it's a big, big opportunity. All right. So this was our real estate of the week last week, and it was to the upside. And we had some traders who did pretty good. Now this week it's going to be to the downside. All right. And don't forget, we got non-farm payroll this week. All right. Anybody have any questions on any of those two? Now if you like the EEA, go trade it. Do the same thing I just did. You like that EJ? Go do it. It's got 687 there. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want the GJ. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want the GJ. I want the EJ, not the GJ. Sorry, Larry, you might want to change that for Abdul. EJ is what I want, not the GJ. All right. So EJ has 687 pips. All right. Yeah, sorry, my fault. Okay, so we redo that. Okay, so you can see here, we need a bounce here, and then trade two is here. Trade three is here to the square up. Trade four is here. Trade five is to this bottom right here, and that's where I would put it, right there to the bottom. So these go in here now. Yeah, these go in right now and trade it intraday. Trade one stays on to this line down here, which is at 150. I'll call it 158.50. 158.50. All right. So 4 positions here. You pull that off, you're going to make about 2,500 pips. All right. With the one over there in the GN, you got 5 or 6 positions. You can make 3,000 or 4,000. K holds the record. She also holds number 2 spot and the number 3. Number 1 spot is over 8,000 pips. All right. So there you go. It's there. All right. What's the problem? We got to execute. And anybody who's never traded one of these, they will tell you that the first couple times you trade one of these is one of the most scary things you've ever done, right? Because once you get significant profit in trade one, your right brain is going to say, don't let it go back. You got 250 pips, put it in the bank. If you do that, you're no longer trading a swing trade because you lost trade one. The key is trade one and holding to your target. That's it. All right, so this is actually it, not the there. Let me put this on here. REOTW. Will it work? I don't know. I don't got a clue. It won't work. But the chart says we can do that. All right. Can they move that far? Well, they move from right here down to here, as you can see right there. And that's what we're doing over here. Actually, not quite as big, only this little part down here. See, so they can do it. All right. All right. Any questions on any of those? Everybody good? EJ and Gigan. Good? All right. All right. If there's no more, anybody, any questions? If you got a question, I'll answer it. If not, there's no reason to hang out. We don't want to spend a lot of time at night. We got families, we got cooking we got to do, we got PTA meetings, we got, bowling league, whatever it happens to be. Okay. So there. All right. Everybody have a great night. Be careful. I'll talk to you soon. 1 minute.